Hello friends, welcome back to Cosmopolitan Cornbread. My name is Constance, and with Thanksgiving coming really soon, sooner than you might realize, I thought this was the perfect time to share with you my top 10 favorite tips for making Thanksgiving go smoothly. These tips will help you reduce your stress and just make your kitchen go a little more calmly during this holiday season. And so let's jump right into it. Number one, plan ahead. Think about your menu. Think about the things that you're going to be making. First, pull out your recipes for all the things that you're going to make. Then go line by line through all of the ingredients. Make a list of all of the things that you're going to need to make all the dishes. Then go through your pantry, see what you have, see what you're going to need, and make your grocery shopping list. And you want to do this as early as possible so that grocery stores don't run out of the things that you might need. Number two, prep ahead anything that you can. You can chop your veggies. I find it especially helpful to chop up all of my onions and celery and things like that ahead of time and freeze them. As a matter of fact, I love chopped onions so much I keep them in the freezer all the time now. It is so convenient to have them ready to go. You can measure out your dry ingredients. That can save you huge amounts of time on your big Thanksgiving cooking day. Number three, brine or season your turkey in advance. Now, I lean very heavily towards brining your turkey. As a matter of fact, you can make your brine a day or two ahead of time before you even need to use it. I like to make it the day before I plan on brining my turkey. That way I know it's fully cooled down because, you know, brine is a great big pot of hot liquid, and allowing it to fully cool overnight and get nice and chilled in your refrigerator just makes it go a little more smoothly. I will put a link to my brine recipe in the video description down below. It will make the best turkey you have ever had. Perfect turkey, I might even say. Number four, make and freeze dishes early. Things like mashed potatoes, stuffing, casseroles, a lot of them can be made ahead and frozen. Then you simply thaw them out and warm them gently on Thanksgiving. I find that an electric roaster, which is usually used for making turkeys, I don't like it to make turkey. I don't think they brown properly in an electric roaster, but that electric roaster is perfect when it comes to warming up all of those casseroles. I actually have two electric roasters, and I use them for exactly that because I've only got one oven and it's usually busy with the turkey. Number five, stick to your tried and true recipes. Now, I actually just had a conversation with my friend Heather over at the Needy Homesteader yesterday about this. When it comes to Thanksgiving, there are certain dishes that I have to make, and I cannot alter them. I cannot change them in any way, or there is a revolt in the Smith house. But that doesn't say you can't try something new once in a while. But all I can say is make sure you make that in addition to your regular things. It's not a day for too much experimentation. Make sure you use those tried and true recipes that your family loves. That way you're not going to get any surprises on a day that you don't want them. Number six, use your slow cooker and your Instant Pot. And I would add your electric roaster. Using these additional appliances free up your oven and your stovetop to make things that need to be made in the oven and stovetop. Number seven, bake your desserts a day or two ahead of time. Your cobblers, your pies, any kind of dessert often tastes even better the next day anyways. So go ahead, get those done, make them in advance. That way you're not trying to do everything on one day. Number eight, now, if you can do this, not everybody can, I don't, but if you can, try setting your table the night before, as my cat starts playing with his toy here on the floor. Setting out your dishes, utensils, and decor ahead of time frees up valuable time on Thanksgiving Day. Now, I do put out the decor, but I don't put out my dishes and utensils. But if you have a household where you can do that, it'll save you a little bit of time. Number nine, use your helpers. Don't try to do everything yourself. If you've got family members who come into the kitchen and say, is there anything I can help you with? Take them up on the offer. At the very least, they could pour drinks, they can mash the potatoes, they could do all of the simple tasks that you don't really have to oversee yourself. Let them help. It'll bless you and it'll bless them. Number 10, schedule some downtime. Give yourself some breaks. You might need to just sit down, have a cup of coffee for a few minutes, take a breather, put your feet up for a few minutes, and then get back to work. I know I personally, when Thanksgiving comes around, I am in the kitchen literally for days doing all the things, because Thanksgiving is my favorite holiday simply because it's when I've got the whole family here, and I love to cook for family. I love just to host them, make all the things, and that is my greatest pleasure, and I look forward to it all year long. So those are my top 10 tips for making Thanksgiving a little bit more stress-free. But I do have a couple other bonus tips that I wanted to share with you. And these are things that I've shared over the years here and there, especially on Thanksgiving. One of them is a space saver. Now, most pies need to be stored in the refrigerator and chilled. But when it comes to Thanksgiving, you've got all the other dishes and you're going to have some limited space. First of all, if you have a cooler, take advantage of that. Find a spot where you can set it, where animals, pets, or wild ones can't get to it, and just put those things aside. Additionally, you can also make extra space in your refrigerator by using racks. I have cooling racks that stack together, and I use them every year for my pies in the refrigerator because these stacking racks take one shelf space and turn it into 3 or 4, and they are the perfect height for pies. If I can find a picture or a video clip of it, I will put that right here so that you can see it. Another tip that I want to share with you is about hand washing. Now, on Thanksgiving or your cooking day, when you are just constantly doing stuff in the kitchen, you're constantly getting your hands dirty, you're getting food on them, you end up washing your hands a lot, which tends to lead to very dry skin on your hands. But you're still going to be handling food, so you don't want to go put lotion on, so what do? That is where a little olive oil or coconut oil will come in very, very handy. Put a little bit of this on your hands after you wash and dry them. It'll help hold in the moisture, but it's literally food. So if any of it gets transferred onto the things that you're handling, it is not going to hurt a thing. So there you go, friends. I hope you find these tips helpful. If you've got some other tips that you think really make Thanksgiving go so much easier, leave them in the comments down below, and that'll help everybody out. And be sure to check out all of my Thanksgiving recipes, from the turkey to the corn casserole to the classic dressing. I will put a link to all of those in the video description down below. So that is it for today, friends. God bless. Have a wonderful Thanksgiving, and I'll talk to y'all next time.